Hey guys, and welcome to this week's episode of Trailer Talks. As always, we have trailers for you. No surprise there. This week we got some different trailers. We've got two Bruce Willis movie trailers. We've got a movie with 50 Cent and Gerard, I think it's Gerard Butler?
Yeah, Gerard Butler.
Yeah, I knew I was going to mess his name up. We got Dylan Haywood in the new Maze Runner movie, and we've got a new adaptation of a game movie that isn't Angelina Jolie this time. You guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about.
I mean, in Angelina's defense, they got the duck lips right.
And that ends our episode. So, it's been a while since we've had an episode of this. I don't know why I keep looking at this because I see us on here, but I know you guys are up there.
Yeah, we need like a right there.
We're still, this camera is still
very new to us.
Yeah, this is only the second week of us using this because we're just using this one down here for the computer. So, yeah, make a mental note. Here, not here.
We need like a target, like, look here.
Right? Yeah. So, I hope you guys all had a good year. Welcome to 2018. I know I don't think we've done a trailer talk since this year started, have we?
Yeah, we did.
We did?
We had one last week. That was a horror one, House of Horrors.
Yeah, I remember that. It's been a long week since last week, like last Tuesday till now. It's been a long.
I mean, that's why I have me here to keep on track.
Yeah.
Which probably isn't the best.
It doesn't help at all. So we'll go ahead and get started. If you guys haven't read the description, the movies we're doing are Acts of Violence, Death Wish, Den of Thieves, Maze Runner, and Tomb Raider. There are a bunch of movies that, well,
they're action movies.
Yeah, they're all action movies.
So right up my alley.
3 of them have had trailers in theaters, but they've been very like low key kind of. Tomb Raider came out with a trailer a while back. We haven't really gotten to it, and then Maze Runner has just kind of been a big thing that's been going around.
Tomb Raider trailer debuted at what, SNL, right?
I think so.
One of those night shows.
It debuted there, and I think it was at one like an E3 or something too, wasn't it?
I don't think it was. No, it was teased.
Teased.
I think it was Comic-Con.
Comic-Con, that's right. It was at some sort of event type thing, nerd-wise and whatnot. So we'll go ahead and get started on the first one. It's Acts of Violence. Bruce Willis is in it. And just right off the bat, I mean, I watched the trailer a couple times. It looks like it's going to be a very interesting movie. Normally, like Bruce Willis movies are kind of all the same when it comes to like, they're all action movies and whatnot. But it does pique my interest quite a bit. Mainly because Lion Gate.
Yeah, is this the one where he's the doctor?
No, no, that one's Death Wish.
Oh, when I watched the trailer this morning, I watched the Antonio Banderas trailer.
For Acts of Violence?
Yes.
Oh, you watched the wrong trailer.
I watched the wrong trailer.
So then okay,
this was
so
the one
then,
we saw at the theater though, right?
Yeah.
When we were walking out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I did see this one.
So if you saw the Antonio Banderas one, so this movie must be a remake then.
Probably.
If you saw a different version of it, this one has to be a remake of the original Acts of Violence. So I actually haven't seen the original. I probably should. So then clearly it's a remake.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, literally 2 seconds ago. Again, I watched a little bit of it. I was kind of at work, so I didn't really have the sound on for too long because work. But for the most part, it looks like it'd be an interesting movie. It looks like he's, I guess, a hitman?
That's from what it looks like.
Or an officer of some sort?
Maybe ex-cop.
Yeah.
Trying to get back into it.
It says, when a threat hits home, it's time to hit back. Okay. So then, in a way, this movie's
it's a
like...
revenge story.
So it's Death Wish. It's another Death Wish movie.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. Most Bruce Willis action movies are revenge stories.
Yeah.
That's his.
So it's a new Die Hard.
And honestly, that doesn't upset me because that's what Bruce Willis does best. Those kind of revenge action movies.
Yeah. So, based on trailer, it does look like it shows quite a bit in the movie, but it doesn't seem like it hits too many key points.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it's just showing a lot of the action set pieces.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be your basic revenge movie with Bruce Willis though, and that's what worries me is because a lot of his movies are the exact same thing, cut and paste.
With the exception maybe like Red.
Yeah, Red was awesome. Well, even Red was kind of a revenge story.
Yeah, now that I think of it, kind of.
I don't know what is going on with my shirt here. I apologize, people. I don't know what's going on with my shirts. Oh man, if you can't tell, I normally don't wear t-shirts. I don't really like wearing t-shirts. I feel too cut off from air. I keep looking down here. Look up here. I keep getting cut off from like air or whatever. So I normally don't wear t-shirts. If you haven't been able to notice, but
let's just not have any wardrobe malfunctions because we don't have access to the sensor bars. We're too low budget for that.
We're way too low budget for that. So Acts of Violence. It's another revenge story. It's another Bruce Willis movie. I mean, just from the trailer, it looks like it's gonna be good, but it's one of those things where just you've seen it so many times that missing the movie it won't really do any damage for you.
And I mean, I've missed a couple of Bruce Willis movies myself just because a lot of them are pretty much the same.
Yeah, they're all pretty much the same thing. Aside from Red, but even Red's a little debatable.
Yeah.
Red is literally just a comedy revenge story.
I mean, honestly, when you think about it, Red is Expendables with more comedy.
And just like the title of this, Intensity Intensifies. Oh my, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it pretty much is. Oh, sorry, I just bumped the mic. Yeah. But again, like going with this movie though, I mean, I'd probably give this trailer B minus.
Yeah, I'd give it a B minus.
Mainly because again, it goes back to
personal opinions aside, just the fact that it's Bruce Willis doing Bruce Willis.
It's Bruce Willis
movie.
Yeah, it's Bruce Willis being Bruce Willis in a Bruce Willis movie.
Exactly.
It's Die Hard. Like all of Bruce Willis's movies are pretty much tied to Die Hard. So you got like Die Hard 1, 2, and 3, and then everything after that is just another Die Hard movie, just not called Die Hard.
Even his role in Pulp Fiction. There we go.
Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
He was pretty much playing kind of the same.
Even his role in like the Expendables, I think 1 and 2 was just another.
Mm-hmm. He was still great in the Expendables.
Oh yeah, I mean the Expendables is a great movie. If you haven't watched the Expendables, watch it. It's a great movie. 1, 2, and 3. 2 is kind of weird. 2 is kind of weird because Chuck Norris. 3's pretty good though. 3's pretty dope. It has Ronda Rousey in it. She's a badass.
I mean, if you want to see Chuck Norris make Chuck Norris jokes, then watch Expendables 2.
Expendables 2 is literally when Chuck Norris appears. It's literally just nothing but his jokes, which is funny.
Him telling his jokes.
It's Chuck Norris telling Chuck Norris jokes to people. Saying, I'm Chuck Norris. I can tell these. So yeah, we'll give this movie a B minus.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a safe thing because it's another revenge movie. It's another Bruce Willis movie. It's all the same at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's a remake. So but hopefully this remake's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to watch the original to figure out everything else.
It's actually weird that you say it's a remake because when I saw the trailer with Antonio Banderas, he looked really old, like Expendables 3 old. So part of me thinks I just watched a movie that just happened to have the same title.
We'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
It must be like a couple years old then.
Or you know what it might have been? I might have typed in act of violence rather than acts of violence.
Because the S makes a giant difference, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Hollywood does.
Yeah. But dear Hollywood, get good with naming your movies with a literal single letter that could change the entire world.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to go into the next Bruce Willis revenge movie called Death Wish. This one piqued my interest a little more because this one actually is a remake of the original Death Wish, which was a while back. Mm-hmm. But I kind of like the way that Bruce Willis kind of is in this version of Death Wish, where he's just kind of this Grim Reaper doctor person. Not anyone really thinks about it.
That's where I'm going to draw a line because, like, I can't see Bruce Willis as a doctor. I can't.
I wonder if
It's like
he's
seeing
not
Arnold
like.
Schwarzenegger as a doctor or a scientist.
Well, here's the thing though. I
Because when
think
Arnold
Bruce
Schwarzenegger
Willis.
becomes a scientist, he becomes pregnant, apparently. That's an actual movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger becomes pregnant.
I remember that. Unfortunately. From what this looks like, though, I mean, it's Bruce Willis. He looks like he must have been like an ex-cop or something.
Yeah, because it's weird.
And then he retired from the duty and became a doctor. But it looks like he's like a surgeon more than an actual
so
doctor
what it might
himself.
be, he might be like a war surgeon, like a veteran that was a combat medic.
Yeah, that might be it. This looks like he's gonna be
Because that
very
was one of my
brutal,
biggest things is we see him as like when he was in that. I thought he was disguising himself as a doctor.
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
But no, he is an actual doctor because I watched both the trailers and he is an official doctor.
Okay.
And that's where I'm like, okay, so if he's a doctor, how does he know all these badass combat skills?
He must have been like ex-military as always.
Yeah.
Or something. Or it's just because Bruce Willis. He doesn't need a reason. He's Bruce Mother Willis.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay. This movie does, again, it looks more interesting than like acts of violence because there's, from what I've seen, like if you watch the trailer with sound on and whatnot, there's actually quite a bit of humor, like good humor in it. Mm-hmm. So it kind of reminds me of Red a little bit, just without the many famous names in it.
Yeah.
So that's...
Like, if we were saying how Red was a more comedy-driven Expendables,
this is like a
more serious-driven Red.
Yeah. It's like a watered-down Red, where there's more action, like not action, but more like intensity. Intensity intensifies. There's more intensity than there is comedy, but there's still the good comedy thrown in there.
Right.
So I think that, and then again, this movie doesn't really tell you too much. It just tells you, oh, he lost his family to this. Now he's got to go and find the people.
Right.
So, and that pretty much is all they tell you. And then the whole, like, he's known as the Grim Reaper or whatever. So it doesn't really tell you too much, I think, in this trailer.
There's one thing I want to know. How does he do all these mass killings in a white hoodie and not get any bloodstains on it? And how does he wash it all out?
First of all, it's a gray hoodie.
It is.
Second of all, he's in a far enough range that blood doesn't go.
But it's Bruce Willis. You know he's going to get splattered in blood.
Only if he's up close and personal.
It's Bruce Willis. You know he's going to get up close and personal at some point.
I feel like, because this is, like I said, this is another Bruce Willis movie, so I feel like I know how this movie's going to end. It's probably going to be either he gets his revenge and gets off the hook, or he's going to get arrested somehow and then let off the hook.
Yeah.
That's literally one of the two things that I think is going to happen in this movie.
Yeah.
But it still looks like it's going to be a good movie. Oh, hey, by the way, camera's right there.
Hi, camera.
It's gonna happen for a while. Just get used to it, guys. We're still trying to get used to it.
Watch.
Turn
by
down the
the time
brightness
I
a bit.
get used to it,
Yeah.
it's not even gonna matter.
Yeah. So I'd probably give this trailer probably B+. Still in the B range because it's another Bruce Willis movie.
B for Bruce.
Yeah, B for Bruce. Yo, we should have just looked up a bunch of Bruce Willis movies that were coming out and called it B for Bruce.
We should have. We really should have.
Dang it. Now
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah, woulda, shoulda, coulda. Unless we can find like more, maybe that'll be next week's episode. If we can find a bunch of Bruce Willis movies that are coming out soon, other than the two we just showed. Well, I know they have 2 trailers. This one's the ones that I grabbed were the first ones.
Yeah.
So we might be able to do that, but we'll see what happens. Not sure yet. Let us know in the comments what you want. So B+ for this one, I think is a safe bet. All right, so the next one is called Den of Thieves. It's got Gerard Butler, 50 Cent in it. And to be honest...
Doesn't it also have, like, what? I think you and Chris mentioned it the other day on Ice Cube's son.
It has Ice Cube's son in it. I mean, to be honest, I can't really tell you much about this movie. Like, I've watched the trailer a couple times, but I don't know what to really tell you about this movie other than the fact that it's, like, some guys break into and... Like, some guys steal some money, and there are some robbers, and then these cops that are, like, dirty cops but are really good at their job are trying to take them down? I think? That's the most that I can pick up from, like,
I mean, it's definitely like a different kind of cop story.
It is because it's like I I don't know. Like it really intrigues me though. This movie really catches my interest because I mean, obviously there's a story here. There's like a thing that's happening. I'm wondering if like Gerard Butler's like cop character, if he's like a drug lord or something. I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool.
It does. It looks really, really interesting. Especially because they like mention how they're going to break into like the most high security bank ever. And then they have
It's
these.
not Fort Knox.
It's pretty close.
That's why it's not Fort Knox.
But it's pretty freaking close. But I don't know. I mean, I like the actor choices that they put into this movie. I like the story that looks like is going to have Thieves Without Fear. Hey, Kitsune.
Hi, Kit.
It's good to see you. Well, not see you, but it's good to hear from you. Glad you're watching. Welcome back. I'm really curious about this movie. Pablo I didn't get to read them all. Dang it.
That cast listing went really fast.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to read it? Nope.
Here's the first name, Gerard Butler, and you don't need to know the rest. But yeah, this movie does pique my interest because it's not really something that you see a lot in movies.
Honestly, you don't see a lot of crime movies nowadays.
You really don't. Well, you do, but it's not in the way that you would think a crime movie is. So
Fast
like,
and Furious doesn't count. Fast and the Furious doesn't count.
Well, no, not like that. I mean, like any crime movie in general. So like they like the Death Wish and like acts of violence stuff. Like those are kind of crime movies, but.
But I mean, like crime movies that involve like cops and stuff, like cop stories.
Oh, like actual crime movies.
Yeah, you don't see those a lot.
You really don't. So it looks like this is like a bring back of like cop movies, really.
Which I'm kind of glad for because I like those kinds of movies.
I'm glad that they're doing it, and I like the way that they're taking this approach because it's dirty cops. Yeah. They're not really dirty cops, but like they're like, you know, the whole like good cop, bad cop situation or whatever. This is like the bad cop situation that's being brought into it. So
like
I think that's
one of Butler's lines. Like I really loved it, where the guy was like, "All right, I'm coming out. Get your cuffs ready." Oh, I didn't bring my cuffs.
Yeah, right. It's like I don't need no cuffs. Ain't nobody got time for that. This movie really interests me. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll definitely go see it in like probably opening night or whatever. Whenever I find a date for it. It probably said a date, but it went by so freaking fast that I don't even know anymore. I'd probably give this trailer an A-, just because it's a bring back of something old. It's an interesting way that they bring it back.
And I think slowly but surely these kinds of cop movies are coming back, like really slowly, because Bright was another good. Like
I still need to watch Bright.
It was a good cop movie.
I still need to watch Bright, and I still need to do a review on it because I had somebody do a request for it.
We should try and review that before you leave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys don't know this. Next week is going to be, well, our combined last episode of Trailer Talks because I'm going to be moving back to my homeland, my hometown. And so this is going to be our last, not this week, next week's going to be our last episode of Trailer Talks with the two of us. I'll have somebody different, hopefully by the next Tuesday. If not, I'll probably have I'll take a week off. Try and find somebody and then come back the next week. I'm not entirely sure yet. I will definitely keep you guys updated. Yeah. And then if I do a review for Bright, I'll probably do a written review on it for the website. Just because it might be a bit easier. Enjoy it. I hope so. I heard a lot of bad things about it, though. I've heard mixed reviews.
Did you enjoy Suicide Squad? Or did you have fun with Suicide Squad? Not as a good movie, but just as a fun popcorn flick to sit back, relax with.
I enjoy Suicide Squad.
Okay, good. You'll enjoy this then.
Okay, I hope you're right. So let's go ahead and just move on to the next one. It's Maze Runner, The Death Cure, I believe is what it's called.
We're running out of time. You've seen what's happening out there.
We're coming up behind!
I can handle Thomas. He'll show up eventually.
You should watch it.
That's what I'm afraid of.
They took you because you're immune to a plague that's wiping out the human race. They think you're worth sacrificing to find a cure.
They'll never stop until we can stop them.
The last city. Wicked's whole base of operations. It's the lion's den, hermano.
That's where we're going.
3 years we spent behind walls trying to break out. Now we're trying to break back in. All right, I get shotgun.
The world is dying. If we find a cure, that's the only way all this was worth it.
Do you regret it? What you did to us?
But I did what I thought was right.
There's no guarantee we make it back from this.
Well, we started this together. May as well end it that way, too.
You still care about it, don't you?
Don't lie to me!
Come on. How many kids do they have to round up, torture, kill? When the hell does it stop?
It stops when we find a cure. Thomas, you can save your friends. Or you can save us all.
Please tell me.
I was right. So I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. I haven't read the books, so I'm not exactly sure. There we go. I'm not exactly sure what to expect for this movie, really, because again, I haven't read the book, so I can't tell you guys like, hey, this is what's going to happen because it's what happens in the books. I can't really tell you that much, but all I know is that this movie, this movie looks like it's going to be really good. I feel like it tells you just a little too much, though.
I didn't feel that. Because for me, as someone who doesn't know the world, doesn't know the backstory for any of the other movies, it got me interested, and it makes me want to go back and watch the other
originals,
two.
right? Yeah. That makes sense. But this is actually good. Somebody who hasn't seen the movies, his opinion, my opinion after seeing the movies. After seeing like the other movies and then watching the trailer for this one, I kind of can get a feel of what's going to happen, especially like at the end where like it looks like a girl has to jump or whatever. Either she's not going to make it or she's just going to barely make it, and then they're going to live happily ever after or whatever.
Or the horror Matrix.
Or they'll pull a Matrix. But I don't know. I mean, I'm very excited for this movie still. Don't get me wrong. I've been looking forward to this movie since like Scorch Trials because it's been needing to come out. But I'm not going to go into it with super high expectations. And I think one of the reasons being is because the trailer just shows, I think, a little bit too much. And it goes back to this thing where if you had seen the movies prior, then you'd probably feel the same way. Okay. But fortunately, you haven't, so you have a different opinion today.
Right.
But you definitely should go back and watch the other movies before this.
Yeah, I definitely plan to. I just need to get around to it.
You have so much time. What are you doing?
It's a great question.
Exactly. You have all the time in the world. Try to tell me you don't have time. I know you. You're on the set. You're here. You're here doing trailer talks. You got time. Because you don't have class tonight, do you?
Not tonight. Tomorrow.
There you go. Watch the first movie tonight. And then watch the second movie tonight. Because they're not that long of movies. I think they're only 2 hours a piece. Something like that. 2.5 at most. I don't even think it's 2.5, but they're really good movies. So, no, given the knowledge I know about these, seeing the movies and then watching this trailer, I will probably give this trailer probably another B- because, again, going into it, knowing what the other movies held and all that, that's probably what I would give it.
Yeah, I'd agree. Simply because I don't know much about the world, so I can't really base an opinion. So I'm just gonna have to agree with you on this.
Makes sense.
Judgment.
Yeah, and then, I mean, once you see the movies, you might have the same opinion. I'm not sure. It's all debatable. So we'll give Maze Runner Death Cure trailer a B-. Still good. I'm still gonna go see the movie. It still looks like a really good movie to see. Definitely will do a review on it, like hands down. So the final one is going to be, it's a movie that's been highly anticipated since Angelina Jolie. Forever ago, a galaxy far, far away, back when she wasn't anorexic. She's super freaking skinny now. Have you seen her?
Like nowadays?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
She's skin and bone. Like,
Damn.
I think she weighs,
I mean,
let's see if
I've
I can
seen
get the
her
number
face.
right.
She looks very bony, like in
Her arms are like you could see like the indent of the bone.
Oh, jeez.
Like, I think, let me see if I can get this right. She weighs anywhere between 70 and 90 pounds.
That's not.
That she's
No. Oof.
she's gotten bad ever since the whole like Brad Pitt breakup whatever thing.
Jeez.
Like I knew it took a lot out of a person. I just didn't know it took out that much. Then yes, that was intentionally meant to sound kind of horrible. So yeah, Angelina Jolie and her anorexic aside, this is Tomb Raider. It's an adaptation. It's a movie adaptation of the game, I believe. First,
the reboots of the game.
yeah, reboots of the game
That's what
because the
this
games
movie's
came
gonna be.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I have good expectations because Square Enix is actually behind the development and helping with it.
Ooh.
So.
But with that said, it gives me a lot of worries.
Why do you say that?
Because a lot of movies that look really good and give you those high expectations are normally the ones that aren't going to be as good.
Right. But I think if Assassin's Creed was any indicator, like, I'm not saying Assassin's Creed was a good movie, but it was a step in the right direction for how video game movies kind of should be made.
That makes sense.
And I think if they follow, if the people on the team watched Assassin's Creed and kind of analyze it and took everything that was good from it and just leave all the things that were bad out of this, then we'll have something good here.
Okay. And yeah, and I think from what it looks like, that's what Tomb Raider is trying to do is...
Oh, hi.
Hi. Dog decided to join in on this.
Say hi. Say hi.
I think that's what they were trying to do with this is... Because you said Square Enix is behind it. Square Enix is they're excellent. They do all the Final Fantasy stuff. They do all the Kingdom Hearts stuff. Kingdom Hearts is a great game. If you haven't played Kingdom Hearts, you should go play Kingdom Hearts. If you haven't done that, turn off this episode right now and go do that. Like, go buy yourself a PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and buy the games. They're great. Way off topic there. But, again, like, this looks like it's going to be taking a step in the right direction. I'm very interested with the actress choice. I haven't really seen her in anything before.
I haven't either. But what I think was cool, I'm kind of sad they didn't go with this, is Daisy Ridley was actually eyed for the role as Lara Croft.
That's right.
She was looked at for the role for Lara.
Well, I think
would have been amazing.
But I think the reason that she couldn't was because of the work that she's doing on Star Wars.
Yeah, and at the okay, Nora.
Sorry, guys. Doggo trying to do stuff.
Oh, there we go.
Doggo trying to do things that shouldn't be doing.
But
Camera up here. I keep forgetting.
I'm actually really excited, or not excited, but I'm really interested because it seems like they're taking two really good ideas. They're taking the plot of survival from the first reboot Tomb Raider, and the conspiracy stuff from Rise of the Tomb Raider, and they're merging it into this movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I actually haven't seen the Tomb Raider movies, nor have I played the games. I should probably do that, but I mean,
both of them.
I should probably play the games for sure. The Angelina Jolie movies, I'm probably not too worried about.
I mean, I watched one of the Angelina Jolie movies on TV. I watched 5 minutes of it. Click.
Sounds about right. Sorry, Angelina, but
and I haven't played any of the
movies.
Original Tomb Raiders, so I'm getting shot right now too, especially like it because I know you're a fan.
Yeah.
But
I feel like the new version, the new rebooted Tomb Raider game looks like it looked like it was really fun. I really wanted to play it.
I've played both the reboots, and they're really, really good.
They're really good?
They're really good. Like, Square Enix did an amazing job with it.
Square Enix does a lot, like, really good job with a lot of stuff.
I know,
they
but
do,
like this,
aside from their movies,
like when Square Enix does their like in-house stuff, like Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy. Of course, they do amazing. But usually with their third-party stuff like Just Cause and stuff like that, they're more better with their gameplay mechanics rather than their story.
You can look at Kingsglaive Final Fantasy 15, the movie, for that to be
We don't
confirmed.
talk about that.
I mean, you could also look at Final Fantasy 7 Advent Children. The story really didn't make much sense either in it.
Well, it kind of did, but that's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
But my point is that Tomb Raider, it was really good portraying Lara's character and getting into her origin, which has never been explored before, and then adding the gameplay that just what's the word? Not compromise, but like it worked together in tangent with the story because you're surviving on an island and the gameplay worked off of surviving.
Okay. So you said that Square Enix was actually they were actually helping with this movie.
They're part of the development team, or they're helping producing it.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So
I don't know whether they're developing or producing. I know they're on the team though.
So they aren't actually helping with like the story or
that I don't know.
Okay, because if they are, then that's going to be a big thing to look at because they aren't the best at storytelling with movies. We've seen in a couple of movies. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the trailer does not deceive what the movie actually is, like Batman vs. Superman did. That,
Martha!
Do you bleed?
You will.
That movie. I can't even.
This
with
movie
that
will get some points from me though because they're using I don't know his name, but I'm gonna call him Wei Shen from Sleeping Dogs because it's the actor who played the main character in the game Sleeping Dogs, which is another Square Enix game.
Oh yeah.
Or I think they produced that one, but still owned by Square Enix.
They have him in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's the Asian guy that's on the boat.
Okay. So it does.
You saw the Wolverine, right?
Yeah. No. I need to still.
You didn't see the Wolverine?
I saw Logan. I need to sit down and watch a lot of movies, sir.
Yes, you do.
I've been keeping busy with the newer movies to keep this stuff up to date. I haven't had the time to go back and watch older movies. Like I probably should. Don't mind the pony, by the way. It's just because I didn't feel like doing much with my hair today.
Dog says hi.
Like at all. I went to work, put it up like this, and I was just like, I'm gonna leave it.
But yeah, so they get extra points for using that actor because he's a really good actor.
Okay, yeah, I mean, fair enough. So, I mean, still not knowing much about Tomb Raider, but knowing just enough about it, I'd probably give this movie. I'm gonna give it an A- just because I'm trusting that Square Enix and them know what they're actually doing with this movie. I'm trusting that they.
Sorry.
All right, this is good. This is gonna sound loud, guys. Sorry, dogs being a nuisance. I think that this movie has potential to be good. I hope that they don't try and expect it to be good and then it go like garbage.
Yeah. I think what will probably happen is because you can tell they're following what Assassin's Creed did, trying to make just a good movie that's from a video game universe. Oh, okay. I was talking to you, but okay.
Okay.
Either way, just I think if this movie doesn't do well, it'll still be just another step in the right direction.
That makes sense.
Because, like I said, Assassin's Creed, it wasn't a good movie.
But they were on the right track with what they were doing.
Same with like Ghost in the Shell. Like when it comes to anime, I know when it comes to anime adaptations, it wasn't Dragon Ball Evolution.
We do not talk about Dragon Ball
exactly.
Evolution.
That's my point. Is that wasn't a good movie, but baby steps.
Yeah, well, but they've had so many years to do it. That's too many baby steps at that point.
It's true.
So by now with this movie, or hell, even with Ghost in the Shell and like Assassin's Creed, they should have already known what to do.
Well, you see, the thing with Assassin's Creed is they looked at like Prince of Persia and Super Mario Brothers and those bad movies, and they're like, yeah, let's not be that. Let's just make our own story in the universe.
First of all, Prince of Persia was actually a pretty good movie.
It was decent.
Second of all, How are you comparing Prince of Persia with Super Mario Brothers the movie?
I'm just giving these video game movie examples that.
Oh yeah.
Because
Okay.
like early video game movies, they bombed. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, they went down.
That makes sense. Oh, what are some other video game movies they've done?
Resident Evil. That's still going for some reason.
Oh yeah.
That should have died a long time ago.
What, we talking the anime?
No, the live action ones.
Oh, the ones with
What's her face? Yeah,
freaking
the chick from Underworld. I think she was in Underworld, right?
no.
Mia Malkovich, something like that.
She was in the Three Musketeers movie.
Yeah, I don't know her name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm blanking on her name because she's irrelevant. Sorry, but it's true. Yeah, those movies we don't talk about. But hopefully Tomb Raider kind of learned from all those other mistakes that the game into movie sequence has done. So hopefully this has finally learned its lesson and it will actually do something right.
And I think the problem with video game movies is because it's really weird when you think about it, because a lot of the animated video game based movies actually do pretty well. And I've never been able to just wrap my head around why. And I think I have a theory, and I'm thinking because when it comes to animation, kind of have an unlimited special effects budget.
Yeah.
And I think when it comes to live action, they try and blow all their money on the special effects, try
Which
to make it look
is-
as flashy as possible.
Because of what they had to do with the animation.
Exactly.
That makes sense actually. I think with this Tomb Raider movie, again, because I haven't seen or played the games or anything, but from what it looks like to me is it looks like it's just taking the world and the character of Tomb Raider, but they aren't trying to actually pull a remake of the actual story. It looks like it's
Right.
trying to tell its own separate story of Lara Croft and her adventures, but it's still keeping, the same character and whatnot. So
Right, and I think another good step that they're taking is, and this is what Assassin's Creed kind of missed, is they're not connecting it to the game worlds, if that makes sense. Like it's not canon,
right, that makes sense.
which is Assassin's Creed's problem, because they're like, oh yeah, it's canon, but then things didn't add up.
Yeah.
There was a lot of plot holes.
It got confirmed that it wasn't canon, though.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, a lot of people were trying to say it was canon. I'm pretty sure that they said, no, it's not canon.
Oh, well, in that case, then I guess...
It was Assassin's Creed, the movie, I think, was just pretty much... Because it was a whole separate story of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
So I think it was just a manner of, trying to prove that they can take the Assassin's Creed world and put it into a movie. I don't think it exactly is part of the canon. If you guys know... I don't know why I keep looking down here. Keep having to look up here. If you guys know about that, let us know in the comments or on the page or whatever about that. Because I don't think it was canon. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But, yeah. I'm going to give... Tomb Raider an A-, just because I don't know much about it, but from what I've seen and what I know of it, I expect good things out of it, given what they
I mean, if anything, we're getting female Indiana Jones. If anything.
Okay, are we getting female Indiana Jones, good young Harrison Ford, or female Indiana Jones Crystal Skull?
What's Crystal Skull?
Touche. So, what would you give it? Because I gave it
I'd
A-.
give it a solid A, just because,
Solid A?
I'm not gonna claim I'm an uber super Tomb Raider fan, but I am slowly becoming a fan of Tomb Raider.
Okay,
And,
that makes sense.
I want to see what they do with it, and the trailer definitely has me intrigued and interested, and it gives me faith.
Okay, so hopefully...
And by the way, Uncharted, Lara Croft 1, Nathan Drake 0 right now. Because that Uncharted movie is still in the works.
I am super ready for the Uncharted movie to come out.
They were going to get Mark Wahlberg. He's been in and out of the project. And I think they got Robert De Niro to play Sully.
I can see that. I can see Robert De Niro as Sully. I don't really see Mark Wahlberg as Nathan Drake, though.
Now? No. A couple years ago? Yes.
I see either Jake Gyllenhaal or, hell, even Andrew Garfield.
Ooh, that could work. Oh, actually, no. They actually reconfirmed it. It's a younger... Tom Holland's playing. Nathan Drake.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. I remember reading that. He's,
Younger story.
they're doing like origin story kind of a thing with him.
Not really origin, but like a younger adventure.
So like before Uncharted 1.
Yeah.
So a prequel to the whole series.
Pretty much.
Okay. Hopefully, I mean...
Which I can work with.
Yeah. Tom Holland's a great actor. Don't get me wrong. He's an excellent Spider-Man. He is an excellent Spider-Man. He's probably the best Spider-Man.
He is the best Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire, Tobey Maguire is whiny. Andrew Garfield is...
Tobey Maguire is the best Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield is the best Spider-Man.
Tom Holland is the best both.
Exactly.
He's the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Hannah Montana. Deal with it. I just did. So now that we all had our little fun here, that's all the time we got. That's all the time we got for today. I don't know why we keep getting shorter streams. I know, like, start off an hour and then it's just been working lower since then. I don't know. So yeah, this is our second last episode of Trailer Talks for this specific season, we'll say.
Season 2 coming soon.
Yeah, probably. Nice. Next week is going to be the last episode of Trailer Talks with this guy. Unfortunately, we'll do some sort of tribute or something. We'll let you choose all the trailers for next week.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
A tribute to you.
Cool.
Tribute to Jaren for next week. That's what we'll do. So you grab like as many trailers you can fit within an hour, like minimum of 10.
Okay.
And then we'll discuss them and all that. So thank you guys for watching. I put up a review for Dismissed on the page yesterday, or 2 days ago, Sunday night, Monday morning time. And I also did a review with this guy and our other friend Chris, on the channel. So check that out. Don't forget to like, subscribe on here, Facebook, Twitter. Check out his page, Robo Samurai, on YouTube. And as always, this is Pop Culture Critics, signing off. Have a good night, guys.